crazy music to start on, but I mean, does that really matter? Does it really matter? Not really. Also, I do want to change. Let's do this. I can't call this a bop. It's just it's a bit much. But I'll have it go. Rocket hideout time, baby! It's a little bit earlier. I think I'm gonna start a little earlier. So I'm gonna wake up earlier. I've realized that, like, I've always been the type of person that's like, why do people wake up at like 5 a.m. to work out? Then I realized why people wake up at 5 a.m. to work out. Because working out at night sucks. It doesn't really suck. But it sucks that you have to work out, and then you're all sweaty. And then you have to, like, either go back to doing stuff for a little bit, or you just get in bed and are sweaty, or you just have to shower then. Like, I hate not showering in the morning, so that means 2 showers, and it's just... Nah. I don't mind a second shower. I just don't like a second shower in the morning, to be honest. How do I challenge? It takes points? Tell you what. Well, actually I don't want to do that. I lied. I'm a liar. I do want to smooth this. I can see it better. Like, should we connect? There we go. And hopefully Twitch decides that it doesn't have to change the broadcast when that happens. I think it should theoretically do that. Add socials links. I'm not literally just have YouTube for this thing, but I can maybe create like a Twitter or something. We're chilling for now though. It's been a day. Not even like a good day, but it's been a day. See, now I'm still craning my neck. Most of the time I'm looking at this screen though, so as long as this screen's over here, I'm fine. Theoretically I could move it over here, but there's just not much space. Basically like the game's on my left. That's where like I'm turned most of the time. It's like I don't have to crane my head that way. While I'm like looking at the game, then... Oh, maybe I switched these. I'm so smart. Hold on. This goes over here. This goes over here. And my default neck position is like here. Oh yeah, I'm so smart, man. Because we just are a genius. Well, it's too much space there. So I got this. So from left to right. Chat. Game. Monitor with all the information I need for the game. And then like OBS garbage. That's basically the set. Problem is when I go from game to other monitor stuff, I literally just like, instead of turning my chair, I just turn my neck. And by the end, like my back kills. So, can't do that. Can't do that. If I want to have any longevity, I should probably get in the habit of actually like turning my chair. Do like a swivel. A professional swivel. He's gonna, okay. Reroll though. This should be all set by red leaf green. Don't really care about the here, but as long as it's working. It is working, so we're fine. We should be all set to just kind of roll into it, baby. Kind of roll into it. We beat Erica. Going into the rocket hideout, I'm pretty sure is the only thing we can do except for Morty, but Morty terrifies me. He makes me want to be so scared. Such a scared little man. And I don't like that. I'm a scared big man, you know? Big man that just happens to be scared. Alright. I think it should be all set aside from that. Do a challenge? What else does Twitch recommend? Doesn't really matter. Alright, it's looking all solid. Looking solid. So solid. This music's driving me crazy. It's driving me actually insane. Okay. Let's roll. So, start rocket hideout. I think we have to face this guy. This is the guy we have to face. Pretty sure. Game Corner Guard. Is Hypno Aerodactyl... Ooh! So I turn my chair, and I click this. And this doesn't work, so I have to do more stuff. This... not be good. I can make this disappear with a knife. There we go. Alright. Here. You can see that now. We have a Hypno, an Aerodactyl, a Granbull, and an Obstagoon. Another Obstagoon. This one has guts. Ours does not have guts. Theoretically, this team shouldn't be that scary. We actually have 2 of these mounts. I don't know if Hypno probably not a good bring for us here. An Obstagoon, maybe a good bring. Like, it probably counters a Hypno pretty well. Bad defense, but we'll consider it. So let's team prep. And I don't think it has to be super long, because this team's way easier than Misty, right? Like, realistically. Can we get any other encounters now? I don't think so. Put this in this box. So now we have a lot of options. Like, last time we were looking at this, did not have close to as many options. Let's just say Hypno. And immediately I'm thinking, you know, like, let's just bring a Dark type that's faster than Hypno, which is basically any of our Dark types. And this thing's just really, really good, right? It has Hadron Engine, which is not that good. But, like, I guess Electric types do fine into this guy's team. What are other Dark types? Who has Intrepid Sword? Somebody has Intrepid Sword. Does this thing have Intrepid Sword? Does have Intrepid Sword. Unfortunately, not great bring into this fight. Just realistically. Just trying to take a look and see what feels good to me. Like, honestly, maybe it's just Umbreon. We get Dark Pulse now. Basically does damage to everything here. It's not 4 times weak to fighting. That feels good to me as the lead. Against Hypno. And like either way, even if it goes in Granbull, still do quite a bit of damage. Granbull definitely the scariest thing on this team. Or at least I think so, but does Fairy resist? What does a Lumberry do? Is it Psychic? Let me check. Lumberry. I guess I can search in the Pokemon database. Lumberry. Lumberry status, okay. I think I looked that up last time too. Aerodactyl. Does Rock resist Electric? Where's my type chart? Did I get rid of my type chart? That'd be a problem. Here it is. Electric against Rock. Does not. I feel like an Electric type is good here. Maybe it means we just lead Obstagoon. Definitely at least considering it. Obviously it's very scared of a fighting type move. But aside from that, not too bad of a mod. I'm personally thinking. Back here. So maybe an Electric type for this thing. The question is which Electric type. I think Electivire is probably our best one. I think his Neuroforce is kind of scary into the Aerodactyl and just does damage to everything. You can also bring Ampharos if you really want to. I don't know if Ampharos is that like good generally, aside from just being electric coverage. Not really. Into the Granbull, what are we doing? Obstagoon? I think we just want to bring fighting. Like, Lucario just actually just tanks anything and just kind of kills. Where's Lucario? Where's my boy? Where's my boy? There he is. You have to make sure he doesn't die, but good counter that Obstagoon pretty much. Like, I don't think the Obstagoon does anything. Granbull definitely the scariest thing here, though. Lucario not terrible into it, I guess. What else does actually, like, well into the Granbull, though? Maybe the Braviary? Adaptability Braviary feels good. I mean, flying in general feels good in that thing. What else? I'm thinking, I can't get hit by a Drain Punch with this thing. Like, it's gonna feel so bad. Can't really do that. Any other flying types? We really don't have any flying types. Maybe we just bring the Ursaluna? Yeah, my only, like, counter to that is, like, this thing is so good on a Trick Room, I don't really want to use him when we're not using Trick Room, and maybe that's just dumb. I'm gonna go ahead and say that's probably just dumb. Does well into most of their team here. I don't know if it gets a Fire-type move, but Fire is bad in this team anyways, so... Not a big deal. I feel like there's gotta be a better option, though. That thing's bad into it. Maybe it's Hypno. I don't like Hypno doesn't really do anything here. Aside from be okay into the Dark types, funnily enough. Still not good into it, though. Do we legitimately just bring Durant? That feels crazy. Maybe it's the right move. Kinda like... Temper Flare is gonna do a crazy amount, so probably not. In the Grand Bull. I don't know, I feel like we're fine. Just like pick a 6-mon and run with it. Ideally something that can do super effective to Grand Bull. Like, what's actually super effective in the Fairy? No Steel. Fappy is Poison Steel. I don't think we really have any poison coverage. I'll take a quick look though. Not really seeing anything. So I think we just bring a good Mon. Unless there's stuff we can sack on the team, right? Kind of. Maybe just bring a bad Mon. Maybe a Levani or something. Not too mad about that. It is fine, I guess. It's okay into the Hypno, theoretically. This is 4 times weak to fire, though. I like something that can just kind of tank Grand Bull a little bit. Which... Do we just go Camera up? Is it working? It is working. Okay, we back. That's annoying. I also forget we have weakness policy. Like, I don't think it's theoretically good for, like, a sweep at some point. It is a scary thing to use. What do we do here? Okay. Items. And check, like, stats and stuff a little bit. I think we basically just go Citrus Berries. I don't think there's any stress that really need to be done here. And moves, mostly. Yeah, check moves a little bit. We just get a bunch of new moves. Should just, like, look through them. We do get Toxic, which on a Poison type is not bad at all. What is useful? Iron Head? Lucaria does not get Iron Head, which honestly feels kind of bad. Consider Thunderbolt on this thing, because I do want it to be kind of special. Do I want it to be special? I don't remember. Guess we'll get rid of Discharge for now. Don't remember why I wanted it to be special, but apparently I did. Don't need Return, I don't think. Don't need Brick Break. Don't really need Reflect. I don't think I'm gonna use Light Screen or Reflect here. Flamethrower is funny, which is not really necessary. Could go Roost on the Braviary. Not sure how good that is. Not super tanky or anything. It has adaptability, but I think these moves are probably better. Just guessing. Like, I don't think this thing's gonna stall all that often. Maybe it's better than Tailwind now. Like, for now. You can always relearn Tailwind. Temper Flare is not bad. Iron Tail is something. Kind of inaccurate, though. I don't really want to use it. Explosion, obviously not going to use. Not going to use Shadow Claw on anything. Knockoff's interesting. On this thing, and on the Umbreon, honestly. It's not worth learning it there, though. Is it worth on the Umbreon? We're gonna be learning Dark Pulse, definitely. I guess it's better than Faint Attack. You're not gonna click Screech either. Get the Dark Pulse. It's just... That's why we have this thing, honestly. And Rock Slide's good, but don't really need it. Don't need Aerial Ace. Flash Cannon's kind of interesting on Lucario. It's definitely better than Metal Claw. Is there a better, like, Steel move that we can actually learn eventually? I assume so, but I think learning Acrobatics. Snarl's fine, not really worth learning, though. I think that is it, then. Let's do items real quick, and then we'll run it. Trying to figure out if there's any items that I really want to have. I don't think so, though. Don't think so. I think it's just citruses. Should be good for this fight, though. I'm not too concerned about it. Ugh. See the misty terrain that did not work out well last time? Sure. Alright. We run it. I assume he's gonna switch out immediately on the Obstagoon. But should be able to do good damage with knockoff on anything. Even that Granbull, it's not gonna do anything, but knocks off the Lumberry, I guess? I don't know. Do we have a good switch into the Granbull? I figure we do. I mean, this thing switches in fairly nicely, just Temper Flare is kind of scary. So it's probably just Steve. Alright. Oh, it's a double battle. Okay, this is more of a problem. These should be fine for us, though. Get Hadron Engine out. Not bad at all. It's because way more of a problem now that I know it's a doubles. Let me make sure this Aerodactyl can't do anything. I need no flinches is the biggest thing. I should be faster with everybody. Let me make sure with the Umbreon. I'm not sure what its speed is. I should have checked. It is slower than the Hypno. Not a huge problem. I'm wondering if they switch out here. Because the Granbull is really scary. For this team, obviously. Not for this team entirely, but these two out here. I need no flinches. And Steel-type moves are not super effective against Dark. I'm fairly moderately confident. Let's check. Steel. It is neutral. Okay. I think we should be okay. Umbreon can definitely tank something. Dark Pulse does a ton here. Question is, what do we do with this thing? It is the second fastest thing on the field. Do we just click knockoff into something? You knock off the Aerodactyl maybe and just do a ton of damage? Or do you do obstruct? Maybe obstruct. Yeah, let's do that. I don't know why I think that's the right answer, but I think that's the right answer. If you wait till next turn, Granbull switches out, you can then Parting Shot, is my general answer. And then Dark Pulse. Probably just this Hypno. Well, I'm terrified of that Granbull coming out, but I think it's just the right move. Question is, should we just knock off here? I should probably just knock off, honestly. Knockoff's gonna do more. What does Colbur do? Is it Dark type? Very. It is Dark type, which is fine. It's kind of fine. It's gonna do less, but still gonna do a lot. This thing is the slowest on the field, which is also fine. Dark Void is kind of a problem. But it's all fine. I had to kill this Hypno. We knock off. Is it even worth? Because you just get the damage next turn. I want to obstruct here. Is anything not take like a dark? Is anything? Dark Void's so scary. Might have been a mistake. I didn't even notice Dark Void being a thing. Just hope for the miss, I guess. Reach Dark Pulse. Doesn't do too much. That's annoying. He knocks off. Okay. That's fine. That was much... Does Dark Void not, like, work on Dark types? Dark Void, Dark types. Definitely does, right? Why is he not Dark Void there? Oh, they're immune to sleep. Okay, we're literally chilling. This was genius? I created a genius lead. We just knock off the hit though then. And then hope for no flinches. Double knockoff. I mean, might as well single knockoff and then kill. No flinchies. Still does nothing. Also, I learned that Umbreon's faster, which I didn't think was a thing, but this should kill. It does nothing. That's crazy. He flinches though. Do just knock off again. And knock off the Aerodactyl, I guess? Citrus not proccing there is annoying. Does a lot of damage though. Obstagoon comes in. What does this thing want to do? I'm honestly not sure. We obstruct switch? Or do we just parting shot? So I definitely like, what's our answer for the Obstagoon? It is... this thing, which we want to get in. What else do we want in here? Maybe the Doc-Ock? Maybe we just double swap here? Or do we obstruct swap? Just in case he goes for Steely Dan. And parting shot next turn. Trying to do the calculations in my head. Do we switch out here? Do we wait till next turn? I guess we switch out here. Parting shot the Obstagoon. And then just swap out into this thing. Do I want this thing taking a Rock Slide though? Because that might be super effective, right? Is Rock against Steel super effective? No, it's weak. Okay, we're chilling. Kinda just a genius for this fight, accidentally. This just neutralizes both these things. That's fine. Just neutralize that Obstagoon completely, basically. Has guts, but it doesn't matter after the double attack drop. We go out into Doc-Ock. I think we have to here. Sod does not much, yeah. And it does nothing after those parting shots. Now we want to get rid of the Aerodactyl, I guess. So let's Thunderbolt it. And we can click something, just Aura Sphere the Obstagoon. No reason not to. No flinchies. Still confused as to why I want that thing physical, or special instead of physical, but maybe it was an old ability or something. That does way too much. Guts is terrifying. It's fine though. That's more annoying. We know that he goes Facade into that slot, which is fine. Probably get a Temper Flare into Lucario. This thing is faster still, so we Volt Switch into this thing because we can only kill it now. It's still scarier on the field, I think. Maybe it's this thing. Maybe we need to take out the Grand Bull, huh? We Volt Switch into the Grand Bull, and we Flash Cannon into it too. Does it kill? Maybe. It goes first. Okay, it's fine. It goes into Lucario. Worried about the Temper Flare now. I really don't think it kills. That crits. We also move first, so it's not a problem. Worried about Ice, so maybe just go into JoJo here. Even though it's slow. This should kill, right? Oh yeah. It has less health than I remembered. It was a crit. And we should be fine. This thing can't really do anything to us. Sit here, Eruption, and then Aura Sphere. Maybe just Extreme Speed. I don't see any reason not to. They're faster. Doesn't kill, but that does nothing. I should have just Aura Sphered. Sod does very little too, though, so we're fine. I'm lucky it didn't matter that this was a double battle. That is, yeah, I figured it would kill, but it's nice, like, seeing it. I can also level up, which I should remember to do. It's a little important. Alright, first Rocket Grunt down. Let us actually level up. Is there anything that evolves here? I think there might be something that evolves. Not on our team, obviously. What does Guard Spot do? Swiss Defense? Not good. Not an Umbreon. One thing it has going for it is that defense. Cross Chop. That also seems kind of bad. What does Crush Claw do? It's not terrible, seeing as it is a normal type. Probably better than Steel Wing. Earthquake's very good. Is it better than Earth Power on this thing, though? I don't think so. Yeah, do you just run the thing specially? Better to run it specially? Let's check if there's the thing that evolves that I feel like there is. We also need to refill in the Pokevials. Something evolves here, I believe. We can obviously get Rhyperior. So we should actually do that real quick. See what the abilities are. This thing does not evolve. Fairly certain. Maybe not, actually. I was wrong. Let's get this Rhyperior real quick. Just to see the abilities. What was the Rhydon's abilities? Not that I'm ever gonna run a Rhydon, but could be okay. Grassy Surge. It's like tempting. I just don't think it's good enough. Rhyperior is genuinely pretty good. This thing just... it's so weak against grass types. So I don't think we're gonna run that thing, realistically. Let's check the ability pills. I feel like I should, you know? What if it has, like, huge power, you know? Strong Jaw, not good enough, unfortunately. Let us evolve. I also just like Rhyperior, he's cool. Figure he probably needs a good ability to actually succeed, but it's on this, it's on the floor, some floor of this building, right? Whatever item I need. I don't even know if we have it. I can probably look here. Trainers Market. Does it say on here? Nope. I guess it's the top floor. 5th floor. Look at that fast elevator ride. Nope. Apparently it's on 4th floor. It is on 4th floor. Okay, what's the ability? Or did we not get it here? Hold on. Rhyperior. Item. Evolve. Rad. I go to the dex and it'll probably work. Rhyperior. Link cable's the link cable. I don't know if we have one. We do not. Is it a trade evo? I guess it is. Like you trade it with an item or something? I still don't know how to move items. I feel like I figured it out at some point, and then have not been able to figure it out since. But I pressed all the buttons. Every single button. Doesn't do anything. I tried all the... Oh, I figured it out. It was the select button. I want to move everything super useful to the top. Everything that I don't want to have to look for. There's the ability pills. There we go, and then rare candies. So these 3. We will need to get more rare candies soon. And use the link cable. Is it like a one-time use? What is it gonna be? What could this cool Rhydon grow into? Rhyperior is Gen 4, right? I would not be able to guarantee that. It's not Gen 5. It has to be Gen 4. It just feels like a weird Gen 4 mom. I don't really remember it being Gen 4, you know? I just remember it being cool. The sprite makes it look tiny, though. I feel like they could have made it look bigger, you know? It does have Gur in it. I mean, it's... Lightning Round's not... It's kind of terrible on a ground type. Still not terrible, because it draws the moves as well. What does Dazzling do? Does it just make Miss More happen? Dazzling. Unable to attack using priority moves. Okay. It's kind of interesting, I guess. I should also be, like, writing the good ones down. But I haven't been doing that, so maybe I'll just do that in the future. I'll write down to write the good ones down. So I'm a fool for thinking I'll remember them. Write good abilities down. I'm a fool because it's like, there's too many mod, basically. Priority moves, definitely a problem then. Maybe I just use Dazzling. And make it Dazzling. So I don't forget that it has Dazzling, because it's definitely better than Lightning Rod. On a ground type. Lightning Rod on another type. Very, very good. Ground type, not as good. It's a professional tip. You can quote me on that. Okay, let's go to the center, get some more Pokevile, and then prep for the next fight. Pokevile. I don't like how reliant I am on the Pokevile, you know? Sounds like a bad thing. Alright, next fight is left guard. Which I assume, yeah, it's the 2 people in front of Giovanni, I think? There's another double battle. Do I get anything inside of the hideout itself? Where are we at? What's it called? Self-KO? It's Rocket Hideout. You get Psychic Noise, you get Leech Life, you get Taunt. Nothing super insane though. It should be fine to just prep now. Alright. I'm already scared of this Wheezing Galar, to be honest. A little bit of a scary mon, especially with a slacking next to it. That makes it more scary. Is there anything I can use? Like, I can use Dragon Tail, which might be the option. Obviously, the problem is it can miss. Do I have Roar? Is Roar a thing yet? Roar. I should have Roar. But it's negative priority, so you gotta tank a slacking attack or a wheezing something. Obviously. I assume this thing has Dragon Tail. Not too mad about bringing it. Definitely want an Ice type for the Diplin. I want an Ice type into that thing. Like, I think I just bring the Horse. It's not going to be my lead, obviously, but it's very good. Put everything back in the box for a second. Maybe I lead the Lucario just to get the... I'm so scared of a Fire Punch. But just to get the Intimidate off feels really nice. Fire Punch is going to decimate that thing, though. Even with an Intimidate, it's going to do a crazy amount. Alright, the Crobat we can deal with fairly easily, I think just with like an electric type, honestly. Which means maybe we bring this Obstagoon again. I just gotta figure out how to deal with the slacking. Lum is no statuses, so I don't, like, it's probably just bad to try to status this thing. I think honestly, the Dragon Tail strat feels good. So does this thing get Dragon Tail? So otherwise we're probably... It's either this thing, you run this thing, or you run the... This thing feels so good against slacking, though, I have to. I'm hoping it has Dragon Tail. Let us see, though. Dragon Tail. Does have Dragon Tail. I will run that instead of Screech. 'Tis better. Get Clanging Scales as well. This thing is broken. It's not really crazy broken, but it's very good. What does this actually do? User's defense goes down. Kinda scary in a double battle, but we'll learn it. We're not gonna click Headbutt. And maybe go Sky Uppercut too? Gets Belly Drum. Which... usually pretty good. I'm very scared of using it though. Quite scared of using Belly Drum in this fight. What's this ability? Shield Dust, which does a thing. Because it doesn't matter when the Weezing's out there though. Seems Nature's also bad. Do need a fighting type move, so it's probably Sky Uppercut. I don't think there's anything better. This just sharply raises speed, very good, but probably not going to get a chance to use it here. Obviously you can get rid of Dragon Tail after this fight. Alright, who else we bring in? We need something to deal with that Galarian Weezing. Genuinely. So you have a Psychic type would be pretty good, but it has a Poison move, which is not very effective. You... Just looking through, seeing what would go up well against this Galarian Weezing. You think Poison, you think it's Psychic, you think it's Fairy, you're thinking Steel, but then the Steel gets... What is Steel against Poison? What does that matchup look like? Steel into Poison. It's neutral. It's Poison that doesn't affect Steel. Alright, that might be the move then, to bring a Steel type for this thing. Like it's Flamethrower, which makes me think that we can't lead Lucario, unfortunately. It's just gonna tank too much damage. Before we get to do anything, we really need Bulk City up front. So what is the answer? Maybe it's this thing? Knockoff doesn't do anything into it? Maybe? It is... Oh, abilities get turned off. That would have been really bad. It's not that thing. I think his knockoff is so scary from the slacking. You just can't really reliably bring a Psychic type here. So you just gotta bring something that can survive turn 1. Something that's really tanky. Maybe just Parting Shot. This is our one Parting Shotter, right? Nothing else here can Parting Shot? Don't think. Honestly, just looking at the team, like, Cinderace feels like a good bring. I don't think it's a lead. That feels like a good bring to me. Still looking for that second tanky lead. Maybe it's Ursaluna, honestly. Does it take an Ice Punch, though? It does get Blazing Soul, which feels nice for getting instant damage. You lead with a Fire-type move and just get damage off, theoretically, right? And that slacking, which feels good. Slacking's so fast. Such a fast man. It's not as fast as, like, if you double into the slacking, can you just kill it? So I don't want to forget how bulky slacking is, though. I don't know. Considering this thing, Rhyperior's not terrible. Ice Punch just makes it fall over, I believe. Is Rock weak to Ice? No, it's neutral, so it does ×2, but it's still gonna, like... Maybe it is the right answer, then. This thing just has no special defense, which is fine. That doesn't matter. Special defense is overrated. I think we are gonna bring this. As our second lead, because I don't care about it. If that thing dies, like, it's fine. What's our answer for Crobat right now? Don't really like this thing. So what's our lead? This and this, and we're chilling. Ice Punch is doing a lot of damage. I'd definitely go Ice Berry on this thing. But it tanks everything. Oh, Strange Team is gonna do so much though. I can't lead this thing, huh? That's a problem. Yeah, I can't lead this thing. And its lead's annoying. This is a little tough. Like, I can take a Strange Team, but I'm not gonna take both. If they double up into me, it's toast, and I can't lose this thing. It's a tough fight. Let's think about it. Nothing else gets Dragon Tail. We can definitely just Roar, though. Maybe the move is just stay, like, go into this thing, like, do this thing, Roar. Right? Which is the question, do we want to bring this? Probably not. Maybe it's still, like, maybe it's still good for the slacking, though. But we need... This thing is a Diplomancer, does well into Crobat. This thing is a Parting Shot monster that we can just rely on turn 1. Like, theoretically. Don't have to bring it, though, definitely. But it's pretty good here. Doesn't have a problem with anything specifically. It's not worth bringing the Braviary. Hear me out. Okay, we're cooking. We have to do this now. Go Pollen Puff. We go Parting Shot. With Rhyperior in the back. You run it like this. You need an Electric type, though. One of these guys probably isn't coming, realistically. Probably the Ursaluna not coming. It's just not fast enough. Yeah. Ursaluna doesn't come. We bring an electric Crobat answer, which is this thing. And we run it like this. Okay. So what should happen here, right? Now here's the thing, is I want to make sure the order is right. I feel like it's only fair if I know the correct order of these Mon. It should be slacking on the right. But I'm legitimately going to check somebody's run and make sure that it is that. I feel like that's genuinely fair. Let me check that real quick. Went to a Shady P strain. Shady and green. Radical. I guess I gotta just go to his channel. Literally just playing the game. This is his entire channel. Live. It's on part 7. He's getting close to that Deathless, huh? Rocket Hideout. Alright, let's look at what this lead looks like. Is he fighting Giovanni? He's fighting this team, okay. What this? What this? Slacking's on the left, okay. Slacking's on the left for this team. See the team? Team looks like this. Not that. Team looks like this. Slacking on the left. Which is not according to the docs. Docs are mix it up a little bit. Probably a different order, like actually in-game. So this should be here. This should be here. We immediately parting shot. Let's level up, check the speeds, is the next big thing. And then check moves again. Zelda Gust Rout's gonna be so funny. Do not need takedown. Stone Edge is good. Is it 100% accurate? It's not. But it's better than Rock Blast. Okay. And Gale. What is this? Bounce? It's not good. Alright. This is gonna be the team. Let's get items. Which, what do we need? We're scared of Ice Punch, is the biggest thing. Kinda terrified of an Ice Punch on my Komodo. So let's give him that berry. Which is here somewhere. It's not in this box, it's in this box. Which is the Ice Berry Yachi. I was actually right about that. I don't know why I knew that. I should not know that. We're not bringing a Komodo. Interesting. Okay. I can vibe with it. I don't want to, though. Either way, we go Yachi on Gurren. I've kind of like planned out Roar without knowing if we get Roar. So let's make sure we get Roar. It just feels like the right option. Roar. I don't know what gets Roar. Feels like the kind of moves that everyone would get. I don't think that's true. It's literally the only one on our team that gets Roar. It's so funny. Now the problem with that is it has to be in the lead because we want to use it turn 1. Which is fine. Not gonna click chip away. Nothing's gonna bulk up here. Which is fine. Does this thing have a fighting type move? It's gotta have a good fighting type move. XP on that's kind of garbage. Don't really need a light screen here. Protect is kind of interesting for the Truant. Realistically, what's our answer for the slacking? That's my problem right now, is we don't really have an answer for the slacking. We don't have anything that's going to be able to go and use fighting type moves efficiently. That's where I'm thinking the Komodo maybe just should be brought. I'm gonna say we need a fighting type for this. It's just the vibes. Question is, which fighting type is the right thing to bring? I'm thinking maybe Lopunny? Just sit there and brick break it? Protect brick brick? I don't think it matters too much. I can bring the Hitmonchan. I don't want to bring the Lucario because he's weak to Fire Punch. I forget the thing has Water Absorb. Probably remembered that. And again, like, Intimidate's kind of cracked. And Intimidate Fire Punch, not going to do that much. Maybe Lucario's just the option then. You just can't have both Wheezing and this thing out in the same time. And you definitely go with Fire Berry. Fire Berry. Just so it doesn't die. Prefer it didn't die. What's the Fire Berry? Chardy? Nope. It's up higher. Is the Aka Berry. I don't feel like I see you very often. So we got Ice Resist, we got... And I should teach Protect. On the Rhyperior, and on the Lucario. I was like, it can't learn Protect? What are we doing? That's gonna be our two main things that are gonna sit in here. Maybe it's just Lucario. Not gonna click Ice Punch here. Here I will. We don't need Protect, do we? We're fine. We're literally chilling. If I was optimizing, we should definitely learn Protect, but that's too much work, so... We're gonna run it. Question is, I think I go Low Kick. Doesn't land Low Kick, Rhyperior doesn't. Is anything else worth teaching Low Kick? Yeah, but I'm not going to. So it's gonna run. I'm gonna be completely unprepared for this slacking, and it's gonna be bad. Bulldoze would be kind of nice, but we're not going to teach that either. Snarl's definitely good, not going to teach that either, though. So it's literally just going to be... It's going to be Brick Break. I guess we have Bulldoze, though. I feel like Bulldoze is almost better. Maybe that's crazy. Maybe that's crazy. I think it's not that crazy, though. Because I think Lucario might be faster after a Bulldoze. It is faster after a Bulldoze. We do have to keep Bulldoze. In which case, honestly, we don't need to do damage to this thing. Let's just not do damage. It's kind of a genius strategy. I think that's the right orientation now. Feels good. Feels like it makes sense. Because the Weezing Galar, you can kind of just Earthquake it too, or whatever. Drill run it. Make sure items are right. What I am forgetting is we literally will have our own slacking. Which means we shouldn't kill that Weezing. Which is pretty funny. That is not a citrus. Everything else looks right. Don't need that. For lefties, but I'll take this. Alright. So what's our lead? It is Rhyperior, who should be fine, and our own slacking, which should be terrifying. Make sure nature's alright. This thing doesn't matter. This thing should not be down in speed. It should be plus attack minus special attack. Modest? Adamant. Mix them up. That's alright, though. This thing should be plus attack minus special attack. This thing get a good move. It has Icicle Crash, we're fine. It's probably better than double kick into that slacking. This thing, you can go... Should really be going physical on this thing, but we're just not doing that. Not really sure why. I guess Volt Switch. This is Volt Switch. Let's go plus special attack minus attack. So let's make that thing modest. That's fine, I guess. It doesn't really matter, probably. This doesn't really matter, probably. So just make this thing modest. I do like that thing as a special attacker, though. It's still, like, good. It gets better special moves anyways. Just feels kind of wrong. Alright, we chill. We so chill. We do have to go through the hideout first. Anyways. So, let's lead Lucario. I don't want to lose Lucario. Let's lead... Ideally something... I'll just put Eldegoss in the back for now. Ideally something that's not 4 times weak, is what I was going to say. Maybe something fast? Komodo, maybe? So just go with the Hypno. I don't want to see the Hypno. We're going Komodo. My dude. My dude. We can level him up real quick. Does this thing just not get a special ability? Or a second ability? Or was it bad? Reckless. Okay, it's just bad. Just bad. And I will give him a Citrus. So I'm a little scaredy cat. Scared little boy. Give. And he should not be one shot by anything. Unlike my Hypno. Let's go to Rocket Hideout. So I believe the only people that we have to... Maybe we gotta get the key first. Which we have to fight somebody. We gotta find somebody or something. I don't really remember. Green patch. Guess that helps, kind of. I don't know what I'm supposed to do in here, though, to be honest. That does way too much. Then Litwick comes out, and we should be fine. I kind of want to switch, though. I'll probably have to wander around until I figure things out. This is red. A red door or something. Fun fact. That is kind of the color. I don't even know if that's red. I don't even know if that's a fun fact that's right. Not like there's anything else here. Gotta go further down. Yeah, I don't know when my way through here at all. Literally the last time I've done this is when I was like 2. That's a Pichu. Fun fact. That's 2 Noctowls, which is kind of crazy. Is it weird that I'm scared of this thing? I shouldn't be. And also should not be scared of this thing. I don't know my way through here at all. But I figure I should probably get the items. I guess I don't really need most of the items. I just need the TMs. So, we're mostly chilling. That is one of them. This takes us over here. This takes us over here. Well, I guess that takes us bad direction. We have to go this way. And then we have to go this way. This goes back where we were. To go down here. And go here. Do I want to go over there? Just a regular item. I don't think so. This goes somewhere. We need the key. Nope. We can just go take it, I guess. It does need a key. I was right. What's this thing? Some machine. I think I had to fight like one of these guys for the key. This thing's bad memories. I'm confused. I will switch out. I'm terrified of this thing. We tank? Just bad. He Destiny bonded. What am I supposed to do? I guess be faster? I gotta know that it can Destiny bond. We're losing all our legendaries. We're losing all our legendaries. It's not even on, like, hard stuff. Do we have any other ice types? We have the dragon. We'll just have to use him. That's just unfortunate. This thing is not late game anyways, but... That hurts. Definitely hurts. That was 100% Destiny bound. I can go back and check. It was 100% Destiny bound. Basically, just be worried about Destiny bound mods, is what I've learned from this experience. I'm going back in the... You can do it with me. Look at this. Look how foolish I was, thinking I was going through Rocket Hideout so perfectly. Doing the in-depth analysis. See, my failure was not realizing that that thing had Destiny bond. Which is just unfortunate. So if I'm in any other mod, we're chilling, but I probably wouldn't have noticed anyways. It's going too fast. With the Pelipper, I'm like, oh, we're chilling. Going to the Ice Pony. It's a perfect counter. So I think it's fair. This thing doesn't do anything. And this thing comes out, right? I'm gonna go in here, click the ice type, and it Destiny bonds. Yikes. It's another thing to look out for. I mean, it's bad luck. That's me. Here's the docs. You can see them. That's bad luck. This thing comes back on the team, though. Just kind of sad. My first time using a glass treater. Take the items later. I think it fulfills the same role, though, as, like, Diplin counter. It just does it worse, because it can get Dragon Pulsed. A little bit of a bad. It is a worse... Maybe we bring something else, and then bring Ice Punch. And, like... something. I want to bring something else that's good. This thing can tank. We're just going to bring the Ursaluna. I don't know. Let's put the Cinderace back on the team. That should be fine. It has a citrus. No, it doesn't. We'll give it a citrus. And then I gotta give Ice Punch to Lucario. Otherwise I think we lose. I can't be too not afraid of that thing. Because the Diplin is definitely scary. The only thing, like, making me not scared is that it's 4 times weak to Ice. Maybe we even bring Hitmonchan too. I don't really want to have both of them at the same time on the field, so... I think it's just Ice Punch that we have. Which... we do have the Komodo too, so it's not a major problem. Lucario doesn't get Ice Punch, I'm noticing. They're getting their Ice move. No? Okay. Might just have to run it like that, then. Maybe I give, Icy Wind. I can also Reflect here. I don't really have to, though. Favorite. My favorite one that does that. Should be back. Oh, here we go. Alright, we're back. I don't know how to prevent that. Maybe it's restream. Perhaps. Is anything here going to be an answer, is my question. Is there anything here that's worth learning Ice Punch? Are we bringing Komodo? I don't think so. Maybe we should, though. Komodo instead of Gale, then? Feels not too bad. And maybe this thing can learn Ice Punch or something? Just fast. We have a move slot. Probably not clicking return. I don't love it, though. I don't know. I feel like we just run it like that. I do have to remember Mo not being on the team. But Mo is on the team now, I think. That's our plan. Mo on the team, not Cinderace, probably. Okay, we got the key. There is other items here, though, that I should get first. Where are they? There is Leech Life and Psychic Noise. Should be just sitting around them. How do I get further down? I'm a little scared of this turret, but I think we just kill it. Nope, we're chilling. Air Pikachu? I'm weirdly scared of this thing. Doesn't have Light Ball though, so we're probably fine. See Stone Edge in action. You know what it doesn't have is Destiny Bond. It's not here. Which means I gotta find some other way. I just gotta go further down. But I guess we can do the fight first. Might as well. Oh, we don't have the key. Where's the key? Is it somewhere? I figured it'd be over here somewhere, but... maybe this guy's just telling us we have to use the elevator. Alright, it's not over here. It's not that, pretty sure. So I think we have to go down further. This thing's scary. That does so much damage. How much did it do? Might be a range is the problem. Do we just kill? This is a dumb decision. I don't know why I decided on this being okay. Does kill. Why are these such high levels? I guess they're not that high. They're just 5 levels underneath. This thing's not as scary though, so we're fine. Let's go Gale. Here's one of them. Psychic Noise. I don't even know what that does, to be honest. I don't think I knew it was a real move. It's a fake move. I think we're trapped. I go this way, and this way. There we go. That's a Groudon. So I do have to be a little bit scared here, but also, I am a Komodo, so I think I just stay in. Slow it down. I'm looking at a Groudon. It does nothing. You just Sand Tombs though. Just too much, but should be fine. Way too much. Definitely survive another hit. Maybe we just go out in a Gurren now? That's a bad decision. I think we stay in. We are surprisingly weak to ground. This team is. We... Dragon Claw again. He bulldozes, that's fine. Pop the citrus. We just Dragon Claw again. We can't claim any scales. Because it does more damage. This also does more damage, and it's just better? Actually, Clinging Skills might kill. Clinging Skills probably will kill. Let's click that. There we go. Oh, Clinging Skills does their defense. I thought it did my defense. That changes things. Okay. Hold on. The user's defense stat goes down. Why didn't that happen? I don't know. Why is it doing so much damage to me? It's terrifying. This just kills, but it's terrifying. That's after an Intimidate. What did that thing do to me? We are out of the infinite repels. So hopefully there's not that many fights left. That's not the lift key. True fact. I think it's just this guy for the actual thing. This guy gives me the lift key. Another one of these dudes. It is a one-shot that time. I'm not that scared of an overquill. Alright, let's go to the Pokemon Center first, and then we roll. I'm a little sad about the Glass Treer fail. It's just like, the odds of that happening are so low. I don't know if it's random that he clicked Destiny Bond too. That would make me even more sad. Oh, that's a brutal way to lose him on then. I don't know, is it a good thing? I don't think I'll ever forget that Destiny Bond exists again. Out of all the Mon to be like in on too. Had to be the legendary. Yeah, not that it was insanely good or anything, but still. It is a legendary. I don't think it's this way. I think this is wrong. Maybe it wasn't? I think it was wrong. We gotta go like around or something. This has to be right. Am I going the right way? Maybe? There's here. We go to the same spot. Am I dumb? I'm feeling a little dumb. Okay. Go around to here. Go here. And we're there. Clean. What's here? This dude? That's a little bit of a scary matchup. What does a Cursula do? It's just ghost type. Probably not much. Poisons me, apparently. Where does this go? This guy just doesn't fight me? Where am I? Why was I not able to go? Oh, I was able to go here before. Okay. I just didn't know that existed, apparently. So it's just down here. I'm a little nervous. I shouldn't be. This fight should be easy. I think I planned so well for this, you know? Planned so well. Should turn out nicely. It's left I have to beat, right? Left guard. Let's get our slacking and succeed. We run this. Now, I completely forget our strategy, but I think it'll be fine. I'm just gonna say, just in case. Just in case, like, it's unfair. Because this, the opposite, we like slacking does not get copied. I feel like that should be part of the deal here. Whew. There we go. Okay. I forgot neutralizing gas. Oh, okay. This was fair. This is me being dumb. I'm gonna allow this to be a thing. So they're going to go for fire type attacks into this slot, right? We have to switch out. And we have to switch out into Iron Snout. There's no other consideration here. It's the right move. Yeah. Hopefully it's not an Ice Punch. I think it's the only major thing. And we roar the neutralizing gas out. Or do we roar the slacking out? I think we roar the slacking out. Which makes it a little bit of a problem, the strange steam, but also not a huge deal. Trying to figure out what we want to use this imposter for now is basically my biggest thing. And I guess it's like get slacking. I don't know. Like I don't think you're ever gonna get the slacking now is the problem. Maybe roar the wheezing, imposter, and then hope the wheezing comes back in. Then at least you have like a good matchup. Doesn't seem dumb. And you have Truant, obviously procs, right? You're not in a bad spot. I'm gonna try that. Feels like it should be the right move. So switch out into Iron Snout. And you just roar the wheezing, which seems funny, but I think it's the right move. They double into that slot. Why? That's fine. Diplin comes out. Now... Problem is, like, this slot is now Iron Snout. But I think we just go Dragon Claw into the right slot. We're definitely faster. Don't know if it kills, is the main thing. What berry does this Iron Snout have? That prep well? Citrus, not really. But Ice Punch does a lot. I feel like a Clanging Scales... Oh, it doubles. I feel like I have to then. I don't think Ice Punch kills. I don't know if he... I feel like he should slack this turn, though. Maybe he doesn't? I genuinely don't know. Because you can obviously Sky Uppercut. Maybe that's just the right move, get damage off on the slacking. So that Dipplin I'm not that scared of. Aside from him Dragon Pulsing me is really bad. I'm just worried. I'm worried about Iron Snout here. Like, I can't take a hit is a problem. So they theoretically Ice Punch Dragon Pulse into me, assuming there's no slack off turns. Ice Punch. I don't think there's a good option in switching out unless we just go for the Imposter here. Maybe that's the right move. I think it's not, though. How am I supposed to deal with this Dipplin? Do I have to deal with it now? I might just have to deal with it now. Might not have a choice. This thing has Ice Punch. I forgot I did do that. Maybe I could switch out into this thing. Switch out. Take no damage. What do you do on the right side, then? If it's the right side, I have to switch out. So I think we do this. The Clanging Scales. Get damage off no matter what. You shouldn't die. Fairly certain. Not super certain, but moderately certain. And we swap into Lucario. It is Truant turn, okay. Obviously does a lot. Crit slacking. That does nothing. Okay. Now... Slacking obviously does move this turn. Yeah, they Fire Punches, or he Ice Punches. Can we kill him? I don't know. Like, does Extreme Speed plus Clanging Scales kill here? That was a crit. Gonna do a little bit less than that? I feel like it does. I feel like that's just the right option. Unless we want to get our own slacking here. Maybe that's also the right option. I also think it's fun. Which was a bad idea last time. It's gonna be a good idea this time. But then what is it like? They probably double into Lucario is the problem. And he Fire Punches Lucario. We do have the Berry, right? Do have Akka. So it's fine. Or he knocks off. And then we move first and we kill Dipplin. It's all theoretical. But it seems right. Which I really can't have Lucario dying. Yeah, it's fine. Now, honestly, I hope he goes into Wheezing here. Oh, he goes into Crobat. Darn. This thing doesn't do anything to us, though. You can just sit here. We want to kill this Crobat. I guess it really doesn't matter what we kill. I guess we just knock off the... What does most? A65, the knockoff does the most. We just knock off the slacking. It's Truant turn. Don't want to have to worry about it next turn. Seems right. Not too worried about this Wheezing. Flamethrower is kind of scary, but... Yes, that's right. And we do what? That probably doesn't kill. Or you can just Aura Sphere it. It's definitely gonna kill, right? I don't wanna not do that though. Yeah. That's fine, this isn't that much. Yeah. Oh, it's loafing around this turn? Good thing we Aura Sphered. And it flinches. Another one doesn't kill. Problem is slacking moves first, which is one of the slackings. You might see a Fire Punch into Lucario side, which means you probably have to switch out. Still think you knock off. Question is, does a Fire Punch kill? Maybe? You can just switch into Iron Snout and you're fine. Worst thing that happens is a knockoff into that slot. Maybe that's like a Steely Dan's the right move here. Plus you know then it's faster. Well, it's faster either way. It's not really scared of anything Crobat's doing. Should be fine. Does little. That's fine. That does nothing. Okay, we're fine. Do just Body Slam here. Get rid of the slacking. And there's not really any reason to switch out yet. I guess we can just... I definitely want the slacking dead is the thing. So I knock off, or I return. Return does more. Does this thing love me? Oh, it does. Return does more. I guess it shows the base attack right there. That's fine. That does so much. I guess our health is just low. Like, the reason slacking is really good is because the health is just ridiculous. And the attack's ridiculous too, but... I'm a little scared of something going down here. I feel like we just Ice Punch this Crobat. Definitely want to kill the Crobat here. And you Parting Shot? Or do you Obstruct? I prefer just Parting Shotting the Crobat. Just a little bit worried that he kills. He doesn't kill. No matter what. Worried that he kills the Eldegoss, which would be genuinely very bad. You saw how much damage that did? Don't want to go into this. Do that, though. So I'm worried that this thing dies. Is there anything I can do about that? I can switch out. It feels bad, but maybe it's the right option. Is there... what? Iron Snout's not good here. This thing just kind of counters everything. It sits in here well. And in that case, what do you Parting Shot into? Parting Shot into... you don't Parting Shot. You just stay in and you Obstruct, maybe? Do you knock off? I don't know. Knockoff's just not gonna do that much. It's gonna do quite a bit though. Sorry. Crobat. Okay. Do I trust that the thing's not gonna die? Maybe just enough. If I rue the day, I can rue the day, honestly. Do you want a Parting Shot? And I click Knockoff. There's such a genuine chance that something dies here. This thing has a citrus, though, so I'd rather it be that. Figured he'd go into that. That does way too much. It's a problem. I think he's gonna die. Oh, he didn't go into that? That's super effective. Forgot about that. Alright. That's my B. Hadron engine gone. Feels bad. Realistically. No. That was tough. I think I definitely should have gotten out of it without a death, though. Gotta switch out. We go into... I guess like this thing? It's killed by a strange team, that was the problem. Bringing this thing was a mistake. It's too weak to everything here. It's gotta be Meow. As long as he doesn't flamethrower, you're fine. Really, this thing dies, though. Got no special defense is the problem. And what does Doc Ock do? He just clicks Thunderbolt into the Crobat. Yeah. Yeah, this thing's gonna die. Yep. That was a mistake. Alright, we're just being dumb now. I didn't have a ton of options, but I should have gone out into the... Oh, we're chilling. Okay, that was gift. I don't know why they're splitting attacks, but... I can't risk this. The strange team just kills. This is a bad idea to bring this thing. Genuinely. Move into this. And... a T-Bolt. There's so much. It's brutal to lose that Lucario, man. Did we lose Lucario? I think we did, right? Who did we lose? No, we just lost Steely Dan. Okay. That was way less bad than I thought it was. Okay. This thing, Hadron Engine's tough to lose. But not losing anything else while making that big of a mistake is genuinely very good. Biggest loss is just Hadron Engine. Which realistically not gonna be a factor, probably. It's not the worst loss we could have had. The fact that we're starting to lose Mon now is a general problem, though. Means I'm not prepping well enough. I'm gonna go right into another battle. We have Gale Wings, which is a little spooky. You got Talonflame, you got Shiftry, you got Toxicroak, and you got Electros. Question is, does he click Tailwind? His team is so fast anyways, it's a little bit of a problem. Maybe we go into this, like, thinking Priority is our #1 option. It's definitely not going to be Imposter, I'll tell you that much. Look at what goes well in this team, though. Immediately I'm thinking, like, Flying type seems good, except for the Electros, which maybe that just means it doesn't go well. What is dead? Did I put it in the box already? It is RIP to my Obstagoon. Obstagoon's such a cool mod. It was bad to lose him. So, what do we start out with here? We got the Talonflame, and you're thinking what, like water? You're thinking electric. I mean, electric's not a bad lead. I don't think an electric type's getting bodied by this thing at all. You're thinking hay. Yeah. Obviously, like, ground, not good enough here. So that's probably the move. Bring an electric type. Question is who? This Electivire is just really good. It's definitely going to be one of our leads, I think. Question is, do we bring Discharge here? I don't know if there's much of a need. It's probably just going to be locking in on one of the opponents with that thing. Looking at the Shiftry, I mean fighting. We obviously have fighting. We'd love to bring that Intimidate Mon. He doesn't do that much to us. Feels good. He's probably going to Ceaseless Edge. Maybe. Something we have to consider. Is fighting weak to grass? The Shiftry is frail though. Problem is we're just not faster against any of these dudes. It would Tailwind up, obviously. Lighting... It is not. Okay. So that's a good Shiftry answer immediately. Toxicroak, you're thinking a Psychic type, except knockoff scary. Like, I'm thinking maybe you go Hypno with a Dark Berry, which seems like is really funny because you get should theoretically make a Dark type move super, like the opposite of super effective. So what I'm gonna do, probably Electros. I mean, we have this Ursaluna that's really good. Seems like that's probably the move. Unless we want to bring, like Sunfist doesn't do probably as well. This thing's scared of Toxicroak. Maybe we do bring... I feel like it's bad bringing a Stunfisk. Like this late of a fight. This is just a good mon, so... Not too mad about bringing it. Does it have Earthquake yet? No. All it has is Mudshot, though. Does it get Earthquake? We had Earthquake 100%. Or had a better, like, ground move. But I don't think it gets one. It's Earth Power at 50, so... Probably not the move. Which means that it's almost certainly... You could bring Camerupt. Camerupt's not bad in this fight, generally. Just, like, everything here is slow. This thing, too. Honestly, could use Lightning Rod here. Get the Thunderbolt. And bring the Flying type. Maybe it's not stupid. This thing has Giga Drain, so you can't really do that. This thing is good against the Giga Drain. This thing doesn't take it as well. Maybe we don't bring the Ursaluna. I don't know if there's a point in getting our own Tailwind up. I don't think it's really needs to be worried about. This thing handles enough of the team that I kind of want to bring it. So T-Bolt is scary. Either way. And this resists a lot of her move, or like Rocket Grunt's moves. Ugh. No fairies, so this feels like a good bring. I think that's the team, though. Honestly, the thing I'm most scared about is that Talonflame. You can't have Lucario up front, unfortunately. You just get Fire Blasted. So maybe we need another fighting type. Like, I guess you just bring this like out front, honestly. And is the other lead the Electivire? Yeah. This doesn't seem too bad. I think this team should be good. Start with the berries. I want a dark type berry. It's kind of crazy. It's not used that often. And do I want anything else? I don't think so. I think everything else I just run normal. Normal citrus. Which means I should probably go to the Pokemon Center, huh? Probably have to. And after this, we get to do Giovanni. I'm game for it, though. It's fun. Just a bit tired. Not playing my best. And obviously, like, the team's not terrible, but it's not broken either. No, like, really good legends. And all the legends that we have actually had, we've killed, which is pretty funny. It's been my fault, but not entirely my fault, you know? Your level of my fault? That's barely my fault. I guess we can take them from the dead mons, huh? I'm feeling pretty good about this fight, though. Not hugely concerned. A little scared of... Like, part of me says I shouldn't be bringing Braviary, but I feel like it's good enough into enough of the team, and it's fast, that I should bring it. I kind of just gotta accept being slower for a lot of this fight, which is annoying, but... Like, again, the team is so fast anyways that I just can't really outspeed. Even if I brought my fastest mons. Yeah, we're just slower. So Tailwind is not that big of a deal. It's only a big deal for the Electros. Do we get Psychic? Oops. Not what I was gonna click. I want to do Rare Candies. Psych Up. What does that do? I don't know. It's okay, I guess. What does Synchronize do? So it only damages Psychic types. Not good. Where's the Psychic? I feel like it's just going to be a click Psychic fest. Swagger's not terrible. Does this thing not have an item? I thought oh, it has the berry. Alright, I think we're set. This is easy. Free dub. Way easier than the last fight. IMO. As we wipe. I'm way less stressed about it than the last fight. I genuinely feel like we're gonna be chilling. Which I wouldn't say if I didn't mean it, you know? Does Hypno have anything I want to learn? Teach, learn, Church? Anything I'm missing here? There's some good moves that I'll make sure don't want to put on anybody. Taunt, not really factor here. Iron Head, not really a factor. Quick Break could be okay. Flamethrower is worse than what we have, I think. Oh, not him. What does he have? Lava Plume and Eruption. I guess Flamethrower is just better than Lava Plume? Maybe, is it like a higher chance of burn on Lava Plume? Versus Lava Plume. Flamethrower, probably. So it does have a higher chance to burn. But probably just bring Flamethrower. Probably just better. Lava Plume just has like, it's more vibes on a camera up. Feels like it'd be pluming those lavas. I don't really feel like I need to bring Defog here. Maybe it's good. Instead of Crush Claw? Probably not gonna click it. Knockoff's good, just not on anything here, probably. I think we're gonna be fine with this team. Yeah, not as scary as the last battle. Make sure our leads are right. Should be. We are chilling. I already kind of forgot what our strats were. That's not too bad. Now these are both faster, so I do just get a move off, but it shouldn't really matter. I think we just T-bolt the Talonflame. Unless we want to get out, but I don't think there's any reason to get out here. And I guess just Clanging Scales. So on a Sky Uppercut the Shift 3. I feel like I'd rather just do damage. Tailwind comes out, doesn't really matter. Shift 3's real fast. And strong. I did not know that happened, to be honest. How much does it do? 8 crits. Alright, that's brutal. I don't think I could have done anything about that. Definitely doesn't kill normally. What do I go into now? Jojo, maybe? Fire resist grass. Unless it's just the Hypno, but I feel like the Hypno doesn't do well enough here. Doesn't matter if we're slower, we're going Jojo. We just Eruption. Hopefully kill the Talonflame. And Clanging Scales again. That's annoying. That does nothing. We 100% survived if that wasn't a crit. The crits are gonna happen. It's better to lose on a crit. Like, that's just luck. Than it is on me being skill diffed. Now I'm scared of Ice Punch, Dragon Pulse into the right slot. Here, I think I just Eruption. And switch out. I think I go into Meow. Just kind of counters. Intimidate doesn't matter too much, but it does matter. Toxic Croak does less damage. Drain Punches, okay. Genuinely did not expect that. And Eruption does a ton. Gonna do so much. I think I just E-speed the Toxic Croak to avoid that damage. And T-Bolt, Giga Drain, Flamethrower, Dragon Pulse. Probably Flamethrower is me, which is annoying. I'm a little bit concerned about that, so maybe I don't E-speed. And this thing clearly tanks a Flamethrower, but is it the right move? Just switch out? I go into Hypno? And just click Eruption again? I feel like that's the right decision. Yeah. I don't want to hit it. I don't want to get hit by a Flamethrower. That's fine. I just wait. I was another crit, man. Whew. Does Flamethrower. Should tank. It's got special defense. And this kills. And we lost him on, but it was not my fault. It was just crits being crits. Speaking of which, I've not gotten very lucky today, but we're fine. I think we played fine. We prepped for that fight pretty well. Sucks that we lost the... Very good mod, honestly. In the Electivire. Especially in Neuroforce, like that thing was doing damage. There's nothing we could do. But we'd move on to Geo. Move on to Geo. And forget about all the sad things that happened. I will do a cool outro at the end where I pay homage to the lost members of our society. This team is a little scary, but only because they're fast. Why is every team so fast when we don't have any fast mons on our team? It's just a little brutal. I guess they're not that fast. They're not, like, terrifyingly fast. You can see them here. Nidoking, Honchkrow, Infernape, Mega Kangaskhan, Orthworm, and Veluza. So that's what we're dealing with. A little bit scared of the Mega Kangaskhan. Makes me think that maybe we bring the Imposter Mon again. And just kind of roll things out. That feels like it'd be the clear Imposter candidate. I don't think anything else is bulky enough. But that thing is really, really good, so... Starting with Nidoking. Sheer Force. What does Sheer Force do? I know it's scary. It sounds scary, so it's gotta be scary. Sheer Force. Increases the power of moves with beneficiary secondary effects by 30%, but removes those effects. Yeah, it's that one. Which is very scary. So I assume all its moves have secondary effects. How do we deal with it? I mean, you're thinking water, you're thinking psychic, you're thinking ground. You can bring your own ground type. Ice Beam is just a little bit of a problem. As long as you're faster, it's probably fine. Problem is this: there's no thing like the place in the world where this thing is faster. So a problem with all our mons, they're just slow. That's really it. Do we get an encounter in Rocket Hideout? This is a thing. We get an encounter here. Rocket. I think you do. I think we do get an encounter here. Which I forgot about. Maybe we're gonna get the fastest thing that's ever existed. Maybe it's gonna be something that would have made us not lose any mons. Though, I didn't think we misprepped for the last battle, at least. Let's see what we get. Finally remember to slow it down to hatch too. That's Dupes. Teddy Ursa. Do have an Ursaluna. So that is Dupes. Let's go get another egg. I will make sure also check that it is a unique place. It is Rocket Hideout. Alright. I did miss an encounter. I really think this is gonna be the most broken thing you've ever seen. I'm not sure why I get that feeling, but it's just, it feels right, you know? It feels right. Went through all these challenges. You've not gone green yet. Maybe we have. Get rid of this Teddy Ursa. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. Species. Species clause. I want the green. Give me the green. It's the best starter color. No, not red. Yes. Green. Give me the green. It's gonna be the most cracked thing you've ever seen. It's gonna be mean. Mean machine. That's what it means to be green. I don't even know how to follow that. It was kind of cracked. We're doing verses. It's right here. I don't know how I'm so tired today. I didn't feel tired before starting. And I'm looking at this and I'm like, I have no idea what I'm doing. What I do know? I guess I don't need to go this deep. Huh. What I do know, this thing is gonna be cracked. Not just cracked open, like an egg. Cracked, like the best mon you've ever seen cracked. People are gonna be looking at it on Twitter being like, wow, how did he get such a good mon from a random egg? Question is, I had belief. I had hope. I had a mill tank. Hey, huge power? Huge power? Tank. I'm just calling him Tank. Calling her Tank. Tank. It's because it's fur coat. It's fur coat? Compound eyes. It's not fur coat. And it's a bad mon to have compound eyes on. I really don't think there's any uses for that. But has huge power. Although it's legitimately not the worst thing I've ever seen. Still don't think I'm bringing that thing. Really, really doubt it. I mean, to like any battles. I'm not bringing it to this battle. Let's take a look at what I want to do for Giovanni, though. Officially. What was I saying? Like a ground type? Or like a psychic type? That'd be nice. Maybe it's just Camerupt. Maybe Camerupt's just the move. The play. The vibe. My boy. What is he doing to this thing? Nothing, I tell you. King? Shaking in his boots. Bring up the docks. There's no flying types. So it's kind of just a free earth power. Kind of a free earth power. Yes. Does Earthquake make contact? So that would be a broken Earthquake if it did. It'd do so much damage. I don't think it makes contact. Is it a contact move? Contact. Does not make contact. Alright, we're kind of sad again, but it's still good for this Nidoking. Honchkrow. Kinda just run Electric again, which we had a good Electric type. Now we just run Ampharos. Unless there's a better option. Drilpek's kind of scary for the fighting types. It's not that good either. Any other options there? Bug's a bad option. Monstrow's kind of scary generally. Could obviously go dark. Question is, like, what are you doing with an Umbreon against that thing? You're just clicking a dark type move. It's just not ideal. Look at that. Didn't take that long. Watch this. There we go. I don't know how to make it not do that. Is the general issue at large. Does he have any fire types here? He does have Infernape, and if he clicks Heat Wave, this thing might go off. I'm bringing it just because it's funny. It's very funny. But I do want something that can take a flying type attack, so I'd like to bring Ampharos as well. I don't think it's bad against the Veluza. Feels nice to have it. looking at the team though, and we're like, wow, these guys are slow. Can we get fast? What's our best base speeds? Lucario, base 90 speed. Still kind of slow. Like, doesn't outspeed most of the mons here. Rapidash doesn't do well, so I think we just prepare for the fight. Do we just bring Lucario for the Mega Kangaskhan? It's kind of scared of a lot of other mons here. The Reflect here would go kind of crazy, but... What do we deal with the Earthworm? What do we do to deal with the Earthworm? Earth Eater's annoying. Lemon is a little bit of a problem. Does Braviary kill Nidoking in a hit? My instinct just says maybe. That is one thing I'll allow myself to calc. Like, coming in, adaptability, does it one-shot? I'd say probably not, but... Braviary 47 against Nidoking by the cool Boss Giovanni. Nope. Not even close. Well, that was interesting while it lasted. Braviary's bad. Even though it came up clutch. I respect it for coming up clutch. It's not come to this fight. There's no shots. I want to bring something for the Infernape. Which might just be... So, pretty afraid of that thing getting set up. Question is, how do we deal with it? Don't really have great psychic offensive. We do have this Hypno. Don't really have any water types, which we have learned. Thought we had one. Where's our one water type? Am I just not seeing our one water type? Thought we had one. Oh, it's our Crawdon, which we brought. We do have our Crawdon, but it goes badly into that Infernape, because that thing just immediately CCs us. It's not looking great. But you could go Berry on this thing and just hope to take a CC. Maybe it's just Braviary is the answer, and you go Electric Berry on this thing. It definitely one-shots. We're not faster, right? There's no chance. Yeah. Which is the big problem there. I feel like it's our best option. Kangaskhan. Obviously, we're bringing this thing. It's broken. By that I mean it's like pretty good compared to the rest of our team. What is Steel weak to? Steel weak to fighting? Feels like it should be. Then the Lucario should be able to deal with that Earthworm. Fighting. It is. Fighting and ground. The thing is Earth Eater? We do have a lot of fighting types. If there's anything we have a lot of, it is fighting types. Guess Lucario is the last member of our team? I guess. It just works out this way. I like having Lucario. He's good. Yeah. And it's something. Certainly something. I don't love coming out of the blue and saying, hey, free switch into Earthworm. But I also feel like I don't have a choice. I don't think I predict the switch either. Because if I predict the switch and then he hits me real hard, it'd be really bad. Problem is we're just slow. Like, legitimately. Like, looking at Pokemon on our team that are actually faster. Like this thing, obviously not coming. Slower, 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 slower. Slower. Slower, I think? Yeah, slower. Slower. Right. Yeah, it goes back to that screen. Slower, 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 faster. It doesn't do well in this team at all. Like, does notably poorly into this team, except for Earthworm. Even Earthworm. If he gets off an Earthquake on it, it's like, this thing's just dead. Might not be. I think it might be okay, and like, it's not worth bringing. Goes so poorly into the rest of the team. Maybe faster? But again, just too much fighting on this team to bring it. Slower. Is this thing faster? No. Space 85. Slower, 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 slower. Yeah, the entire team's slow. Like, we're gonna have to run Trick Room moving in the future, but at some point we're just gonna lose because our team is so slow. That's okay though. Sometimes you just gotta get unlucky. We'll run it. Krabby, doing solid. Lighthouse, doing solid. No reason to run light screen here. You're really just there for the offensive, to be honest. What ability does this thing have? Own tempo. Alright. Okay. What in terms of things do I want? This thing I want Electric Berry, everything else I think is fine Citrus. Fine using Citrus. I don't think there's any better options. Krabby's not staying in on anything that's like gonna hit fighting. What if that Kangaskhan comes in? Then you just be scared. You just stay scared. Maybe you... Like, ideally you run Protect, so you can get the Imposter out. But I'm a little too... lazy to do that. That's the optimal strategy, is sort of just run Protect on everything, so you can get the like you're guaranteed to get the Imposter out and like a Kangaskhan gun. But genuinely, who cares if something dies? I am scared of the Power Punch doesn't matter if we're impostering though. Alright. Frontal Bomb is just spooky. Spooky, spooky, spooky. Hello. We are running Giovanni right now. It's a little scary. Because my team is literally the slowest thing I've ever seen. I just went through my box and we're not fast, I can tell you that much. Like pretty much everything here is no matter what slower. I should actually check natures, just to make sure I can't get faster with anything. But we've been losing a couple of mounts today, but half of it not my fault. Crits. It doesn't matter. Giovanni is going to be a little bit brutal. I expect to lose something here, just being as slow as we are. Basically just an Eldegoss imposter strat at the moment, into the Mega Kangaskhan, but should check natures just to make sure I can't outspeed anything that I otherwise couldn't. None of them. I haven't done a Soul Link. Takes a lot of time is the main thing. Like I barely am able to like get through one of these runs. I'm bad at finishing games in general. Let's check the natures and just see. Yeah, I'm not feeling great, but I think we can definitely get through this fight. I'm just not confident we can get through it deathless. 51, not gonna happen. Should change this to Adamant. You're just brutally slow. It's just the entire box is the problem. Like, there's nothing I can do about it. Yeah. I mean, I love playing games with people. Just being able to, like, set up the time to, like, actually get a Soul Link done be tough. Tough. Modest. It is probably, like, the most fun way to actually, like, do a Nuzlocke in general. Aside from just doing it this way and doing a brutal red run, this thing is so slow. How is it so slow with a plus speed nature? It doesn't even outspeed the Earthworm. Oh, it does outspeed the Earthworm. Never mind, we're so fast. We outspeed an Earthworm, guys. We'll just make this adamant, though. I don't think there's any reason not to. And Eldegoss doesn't matter. This thing, is it plus speed? No. But it also does not matter at all. I think we just run it. Put the berries on. What was the one berry I actually wanted? It was Electric Berry, which is called the Wakan. I think the Wakan's a common one. Everyone likes to use the Wakan. And it doesn't matter than the Krabby, because he dies to everything. Not that thing. Wrong mon. Want it on... Maybe it is? No. It's obviously on Steve, I guess? Electric on Steve? Makes sense. Kind of dissing him by calling him Steve. I feel bad now. He's been so clutch for us. Which is funny, because he's a Braviary. Maybe I'll call him Steven from now on. Give him a little bit of respect, you know? And everything else just gets citrus. I'm not even nervous. I just know it's probably not gonna go well. Realistically. I could go out there and just, like, predict, but I don't know this game well enough. First run. So I'm impressed we got this far already. And... wrong way. But going into Giovanni with this team means even if we do get further, probably not that much further. Like, we really just need to get to if we get to Sabrina, we beat Sabrina, then we get Trick Room, that'll literally just be what we have to do. Which I don't even know if I want to run it at that point. It's not even fun for me. B4. We lose on B4 floor. Alright. We just roll. Do we just lose here? I want to go... I'm honestly gonna go no. I think we beat this fight, but I think we lose at least 2 mons. If we don't, I'll be happy. I just talked to him. Theoretically, this should be, like, easier than the double battles, but his team is just kind of tough. Hopefully I leveled up everything. I think everything's leveled up. I didn't save, so... I did. I'm so smart. Question is, do we just Earth Power here? Or do we predict the Haunch Crow switch in? We could just Eruption. At least it does, like, neutral. Problem is, he just does, like, what does this thing go into? Like, what does this thing do the rest of this fight? Not much. I think we just click Flamethrower. Do we just click Rock Slide? Predict? I feel like I might just predict the switch. He doesn't switch, okay. Oh, that's super effective, we just lose. I forgot that I'm a fire type. This is quite bad. I have to use the berry now. This thing gets earth-powered to death, obviously. This thing gets thunderbolted to death. It doesn't do anything. It's literally our only option. I should have brought Tailwind. That would have been an interesting strat. But just click Drill Peck. Oh, Ice Beam. Yeah, he has this, doesn't he? How is this thing faster? So we know he clicks Ice Beam. Can we do anything about that? Yes. I can't let this Braviary go down. Means I go into this and hope that I should be faster, so. Yeah. Sludge Bombs, that's better. And we should be faster. Pretty sure. So we do just click Ace Punch. He withdraws. I was considering, like, reading. That's tough. This thing doesn't do that much to us, but it's annoying that it does no damage. We couldn't really have done anything anyways. Probably just goes for, like, what? Like, Aqua Cutter? I don't even know what we plan to do into this thing. Guess go out in the Lighthouse? I really just gotta trust on Imposter strats to win me this game. Fill it away. What does this do? Scary. Scary is what it does. Yeah, it might just be it. I have a feeling. We discharge and hope it kills? Or do we T-Wave? I guess we just T-Wave. I don't think Discharge kills. Should have taught this thing Thunderbolt. Shouldn't matter now. Oh, it's faster still. That was a mistake. I really thought we were faster. Okay, we're just throwing. Straight up throwing. Alright. This thing should have just been the answer. So I'm literally tossing it. How is this thing still faster, man? It does so much damage. It is literally just like, get Imposter, or we lose. At this point. That's fine, though. It's one mon down. This thing looks what? Something scary? Might click Earthquake, but we just don't have an answer anymore. This thing doesn't do anything. I guess Lucario's the answer. I just hope he doesn't click Earthquake. Click Aura Sphere next turn. Body Press, alright. Shouldn't do too much. It's super effective. That does a lot, huh? Bad prep for this fight, huh? You just click Aura Sphere. Does it kill? This thing has monster it's not special defense, though. It does just kill. I don't think a crit mattered. Whew. Infernate comes out. You literally just... Yeah, the close combats are Pyro Balls. And we're terrified of both. Both literally just kill. Problem is I can't do anything about it. Like, I might have... So what's left? Kangaskhan, Infernape, Honchkrow, and a weak Nidoking. I'm just focused on getting out of this fight at this point. Like, we're going to lose more Mons, realistically. I really wish he would have gone into Kangaskhan earlier. So Imposter could have gone off. But this Infernape's a problem for us. Because no matter what he does, I think something dies here. Unless I just read the Pyro Ball, go into Krabby, and then he dies next turn? Like, next time around? I guess I can get an Aqua Jet off at the very least. And then he gets a CC off. Then I switch into Braviary and kill. I guess the only path forward. Because impostering this thing doesn't do enough, because then you're just in a 1v1. Problem is if he Swords Dances here. I think it's just over. But we can't go for a move. I can't let this Lucario with an Intimidate go down right here. So I think you just have to go into Krabby. And hope no close combat. No CCs. No CC, no Swords Dance. You're just predicting the Pyro Ball. Straight up predicting the Pyro Ball. That's a CC. That's bad. Not good. Not the worst. At least it's gonna get the decrease, but bad. Like, obviously. You go into Steve. You get damage off. Have to. You literally just drill back. Faster, but you're slower. So he just dies here. This is a mistake. I mean, it wasn't a mistake. Like, this thing isn't doing anything anyways. It is outsped by everything and then just dies, but... I think it's just a wipe there. Does CC again. That Honchkrow being alive. Now, a problem. His Lighthouse is dead? I can't take the defense drops. I have to hope an E-Speed kills. It's not... Maybe? Maybe? Maybe. He's doing what, 3 times? No, it's not killing him. That's it. We get the Imposter off. We have no defense anymore. Obviously gotta hope for the outspeed here. You just gotta CC. On the right side we are really fast. You go first. Maybe I should have done this earlier. I guess this is just like a win con, but I don't... Maybe. Nidoking seems like it'd be a problem. Does Thunder Punch do more than a CC? I genuinely do not know. Let's do the math. This is what? 120, 180? This is 150. So CC does do more. Question is when... Does it drop a kill? Yes. Sucker Punches. Crits? Ah. To be fair, I don't think that matters. No. It literally mattered. It literally mattered. If I Swords Dance there, how does he can Sucker Punch at any time? Do I just predict the Sucker Punch at this point and just Swords Dance? No reason not to. Is what, 5 PP? How much PP does Sucker Punch have? I don't even know. Or does he see the kill and just decide to hit something else? Sucker... Sucker Punch. 5 PP. Now, I have no idea if the red AI says kill with another move or just click Sucker Punch, but I feel like it says just click Sucker Punch. That's my professional guess, and maybe that, like, changes. Maybe he doesn't just, like, click Sucker Punch over and over, but I have to assume he does. Night Slashed. Alright. That crits. I mean, it's lucky. It's lucky whatever. Alright. First run in general, not too bad. Probably do Dex Nav next time. It's maybe not. I'm not gonna do Dex Nav, that's too easy. I kinda wanna do Dex Nav. I'm half and half. It's not too bad though. I feel like I learned enough from that run in general, but realistically the team was just too slow, and I obviously prepped bad for that fight, but either way, I don't think we were... It would have been tough to beat it in general, so I'm not too hung up about it. Let's see if I can find a team to beat Giovanni, though. That's my initial... what I want to do. First off, we know that this thing is not a good answer, based on it getting absolutely thrashed. This feels like a good mon. I think I have to bring the Ampharos still. This feels like a good mon. Maybe I just used it wrong. I like the Eldegoss. Eldegoss obviously couldn't work. Scrodon's terrible. That's all I have to say. Do I bring the Hypno? I think I need speed here. I think there's nothing outspeeds. This thing doesn't outspeed. What about Tailwind? There's no chance I'm getting up Tailwind. 0% chance. Base 85. Just does not happen. What is this thing outspeed? 119. It is outspeeding everything. So Cinderace should have been on the team. Just because of that speed. Should have been. Rapidash still just not good enough. So here's the plan. What do you lead in the Nidoking? Still need super effective damage. Realistically, you'd like it to be higher than base 85 speed, or fast enough, basically. What is this thing? 67, not gonna be faster. You can be slower, you just have to take a hit. Which did not happen. What is a good answer into this thing? I guess an ice type. I mean, I should have brought this thing. Even just if it's Eviolite, it's still good. Doesn't do too bad on the rest of the team. No fairy. Fire's not terrible. They just the fighting types, and there's only a couple of them. You can bait out the Kangaskhan. Maybe this is the team that I should have brought? Let me... Struggled with a bunch for answers. We really only had one. Maybe that makes it two that can kind of deal with it. And 3 with Lucario. This thing's obviously good. It's just with it not outspeeding anything. Is it worth bringing? I still feel like yes. For the Braviary, I guess? Question is then, how do you deal with Infernape? That is a good question. This thing is a bad Infernape answer anyways, but at least it is an Infernape answer. Is fighting How does fighting do in the ground? Fighting is... or into dragon. Neutral, so yeah, I don't want to take the CC. I still feel like you had to bring Braviary for that thing. Which is the problem with the team. Like, that's... you can't be relying on Braviary there. Yeah. Unless this thing was the answer, but... Pyro and Thunder Punch just do too much. What do you replace? It's not this. This thing's just so good with Intimidate. I don't like not having it. This thing's fast. It does pretty well into a lot of the team. Except for Nidoking and their Orthworm. Like, Orthworm it still does well into. I think Fire type's good. This thing you have to bring for, like, Honchkrow and Veluza answer. This thing's your lead. I think it would be. What does this thing do? Not much. Not much. It's just like pretty good, which is not good enough. Let's try it with this team. I just want to like see if I could have won. So I should have won. So obviously I made a couple brutal mistakes there, but aside from that, I don't think it was like terrible, you know? It was mostly just you're walking on like thin ice. Again, in that Geo battle. That ice gets thinner and your team kinda sucks. Let us see if I shall win on the rebattle. Like I gotta reclaim myself, you know? Is Earth Power still just gonna kill me? I don't think I've taken that into consideration. We're still just, like, slower. We're definitely not faster. Milking was a way bigger problem than I accounted for. I mean, we probably, like, tank one. Not sure that should be the ringing endorsement, though. I'm really like, should I bring this thing or Komodo, basically? This thing does pretty well, generally. Komodo just is weak to too many attacks. This thing's just bad against all the fight. All the fire, it doesn't fare very well up, and I think it's just, we should have brought Komodo. Then Ice Beam is super effective. I don't know. This thing feels like it should be the right answer. I just don't know if it's like a good enough answer. Let's try it though. There's no harm in trying. Or whatever. There's only harm in failing. Alright, we see. We see. We just click Icicle Crash. He withdraws. Immediately a much better start. Thanks that. Can't do anything with this thing. What's our Earthworm answer here? Is it just Gale? But he definitely Earthquakes here. We go into Steve. Literally don't have the option. Have to go into Steve. Like he 100% Earthquakes, right? Or does he Body Press? Probably Body Presses. Body Press is super effective. Is Earthquake super effective as well? But Body Press does more, probably. Fighting against Ice. Ice is kind of a bad type. And then Ground is not. So he does go for a Body Press here. So I'll just kind of tank that with Steve. We also do no damage with Steve. There's no damage being done against this thing. Really wish she had Flamethrower or something. We didn't really have any good Flamethrower mounts, I don't think. Shed Tails. Interesting. That's a bigger problem. Kangaskhan comes out behind a sub. This thing doesn't really do anything to me, though. Problem is I gotta break the sub. Question is, does it power up punch? It probably just fake outs, right? Really doesn't matter what I click here. Does Sucker Punch do something? I assume not. I assume fake out just goes through. Pretty sure. Yeah. Okay. Tank that. It's a lot of damage. We are faster, though. We are base. Faster than him. Pretty sure. And we just had a U-turn. Right? Did I break the sub? Does. Clutch. Brits, though. I don't know if that mattered. We just go into this thing. Now we just go funny mode. Oh, he power up punches. That's bad. Real bad. That's worst case scenario right there. Really didn't think he would. Now we can fake out though. It's kind of funny. It's funny mode. And click power up punch. Does this kill? Yeah. So that kills? There's literally nothing we could have done about that. So now this thing's terrifying. And basically just massacres my entire team. That's bad, right? That's like, not good, I would say. Just go in Lucario. And your Aura Sphere. Does this kill is the question. I think it should. Yeah. I mean, either way, Extreme Speed kills next turn. Goes into Veluza. This thing just wants to Psychic Cut me? By the way, we can't do anything to him. Probably uses the Fillet Away. What does Fillet Away actually do? Fillet Away. Lowers HP, but increases all the other stuff. Assuming he fillets away. think I just E-speed. Unless there's like a better answer here. But if there is, I'm not seeing it. I ain't seeing it. Obviously now I'm playing like I don't care if things die. But it is like optimal now, so not really a problem. Is there anything that really tanks this thing? Not specifically. Everything else just kind of hurt by it, unfortunately. Enough that I can't just like switch into it. So I think I just click E-speed and see how much it does. I should have brought Thunder Punch. That's a crit. He just Aqua Cutters. Interesting. Does almost kill. I just assume he Aqua Cutters again. And go out into King Kong. It's gonna do a lot of damage to Lighthouse. That's the thing, we don't have an answer for this thing. Maybe we should have brought like Umbreon for this thing, maybe? That could have made a lot of sense. A lot of sense to me. It's not super tanky, but we're just slower. Yeah. Go King Kong. Need it for Nidoking though, so Aqua Jet does nothing. And I forgot we had Crunch. Okay, that was the right answer. Might just kill. Oh yeah, we just kill here. Fairy does not matter. What does he go out into though? Infernape? Earthworm? This thing just wants to sit here at Earthquake? Or Body Press? I keep forgetting which one's better. It's Earthquake, right? Or it's Body Press. Earthquake's not super effective. Which I continue to forget. So we Body Presses here. Here's what do we go into? Obviously you'd like to go into Steve, but he just does no damage at all. Body Press kind of just murders us here. We don't do anything to him anyways. Best thing we can do is probably Dragon Tail. They just bring him out, but so I think the answer just has to be Gale. And maybe Shed Tail's here? It does just Shed Tail. Interesting. I'm fine with that. Infernape comes out, which is a little bit of a problem. We found out last time. I figure he CCs here. But the Swords Dance in the back means that I literally cannot switch out. If I switch out, I just lose. I got a U-turn. There's no chance that breaks the sub though, right? I don't do enough damage though. And he just clicks CC and like murders me. No, it doesn't break it. It's brutal. And this is the only reason this thing is here though, right? That's such a problem. And we're slower. Oh, that just kills, huh? That's bad. So now our only chance is to go Cryo. And just break the sub. Then we obviously just, like, everything else dies. Just go into Gale. And do what? Pyro Ball does the most damage. Just do half. Yeah. CCs, that definitely kills, right? Yep. So that's just like it anyways. I don't think anything's surviving a CC. Maybe this thing though. You just sit here and I guess we Dragon Pulse? Yeah. We survived the CC. Yes. Just barely. This Nidoking just clicks Earth Power, and it's a problem, like, obviously. Gotta switch out and go into King Kong. I don't even know that switching out is the right move here. We just die, though, so we gotta switch out. This thing probably has like 110 speed, it's faster. Definitely faster. That does nothing. Does a lot, actually, for Dragon. We just Icicle Crash. I was gonna say, you should stay in. Does this kill? Oh. Oh yeah, it's just not. Like, maybe. Maybe there's a way in which we won this fight. But it wasn't that one. I'll tell you that much. We'd like almost win. We just die here, obviously. Alright. Well, now we know that we were probably, like, even if I prepped well, it would have been tough. And I think we could have won that first fight with literally just the Imposter. Imposter Infernape was really broken, because that, like, obviously, like, dishes out damage to Mega Kangaskhan too. Like, if we get that Imposter Infernape, it could, like, legitimately sweep the other team. Problem is, you just gotta get through the Infernape first, and then we have to get through the Sucker Punch. Which, in hindsight, I probably should have just... Like, obviously, hindsight's 20/20, though. Like, I should have just sat there and CC'd again. I just saw it, and I was like, oh, he's probably gonna Sucker Punch again. I just sit here and I Swords Dance and I make sure I can sweep the rest of the team. So we lost, maybe it was a roll. I don't really know how the red calculations work, but was going to be tough either way. It's interesting that I think we had legitimately a higher chance of winning the first fight, despite all the throws, than the second fight. Second fight was kind of just... You can see the team was kind of just borked the entire way around. Like, even if we had good matchups, like, he just had another another Mon that was just going to counter our good matchup. They were just going to, like, we were on the losing side of that. They were always faster. The first time, at least, we could copy that Infernape, and I wasn't even planning to do that initially. I was like, oh, this Kangaskhan is clearly the best thing out there, but definitely disrespecting that Infernape a little bit. We don't have Focus Sash, do we? So that could have been a consideration. I don't think we have it, though. Focus Sash. It's in Saffron. It's in Saffron. But, solid first run. I think it was a heartfelt challenge. Let's go to the PC and just kind of give it like a heartfelt goodbye to all our trusty Mons. Our Camerupt, who put in the work, might have been slow, but Jojo, he knew how to go on a bizarre adventure. Rapidash, we definitely caught Fire Pona sometime. Gurren, he came to that roar battle. He roared out that Galarian wheezing. He was dominant. Conkeldurr, look at my goat. He would have came to fights later on. We didn't really see him. Our second Pokemon ever, Mr. Freeze, the Ice Cube. He sat in the box like a goat. Mr. Freeze, he was our right-hand man. Lucario, our left-hand man. Sitting there, planning all the operations with us. He was our cheerleader. He was our support. We wouldn't have gotten all the way here without him. Diggersby was also here. Hitmonchan, the early carry. A man on a mission to get us all the way to Giovanni. He was our life. Marar, the Umbreon. One of the more underrated parts of our team. Probably should have used them more. They're genuinely pretty good. The defense, the special defense is broken. I didn't get Dark Pulse until very recently, and then came in clutch in a battle, I think. Leavanny did some stuff, I think. Leavanny, I definitely trash talked when we got it the first time. Definitely came to some battles and was surprisingly useful. Ursaluna literally never came to a battle, I don't think. Which makes me sad, because Ayla was gonna be our GOAT. Just not as good in this format. The singles format, no Trick Room. It's a little brutal that it has to take a hit. Like, its defenses are good, but when it's weak to everything, maybe I should have brought it. Maybe I should have brought it to like this fight or something. Let's look. Like, should I have led this thing? I was so scared of an Ice Beam. Maybe I should have just Ice Beam. Like, you sit there, you tank the Ice Beam, and you're literally chilling. Problem is he switches into something. I don't know. That probably would have been the right move, just to lead this Ursaluna and literally just click a ground attack. It doesn't get you out of all the problems, but I think I definitely underestimated this Ursaluna. That's on me. Something to learn from. You know, as a leader, sometimes you gotta know when you've made a mistake. And I gotta say sorry to my Ursaluna. So I made a mistake, did not bring him to the last battle. Krabby was terrible. Screw Krabby. He killed one of my Mon. He killed my what was it? Was it my Zeraora? Oh, it was my Palmont. He killed my Palmont? I'll never forgive you for that, Krabby. Miltank disappointed me when she hatched out of that egg, and I'm still disappointed. I thought she would be our lifeblood for the Giovanni fight, and I don't think she would have done anything. She would have taken 0 close combats, maybe 1. Maybe she would have taken a close combat, and then gotten hit by Pyro Ball or something. Lopunny was also here, just didn't get a chance to shine. This Hypno could have been good. He was freaky. Como would have been kind of goated past this fight. Just didn't end up being going to anything crazy. Definitely came in clutch in that second to last guard fight though. Stunfisk, the defensive monster, the early game armor. What a mon. Stamina Stunfisk? Don't sleep. That's what you gotta come away from this run with. Stamina Stunfisk? Don't sleep. I did catch this Butterfree. I called it Pottery. Did call this Durant. Called it King. Spade's the Rillaboom never came to a fight. And we remember all those that were lost along the way. We remember our goated Electivire dead to a unfortunate crit. Steely Dan the Obstagoon died way too soon. Could have been goated. All our legendaries, our Icepona, our Hoopa, our Zeraora, all gone to me throwing against random trainers that I shouldn't have thrown them against. Dark Souls, the Vespiquen, coming in clutch when we didn't think it was possible. Vespiquen, you think, that's the worst mon you've ever seen. Turns out, not as bad as you think. Actually a little bit bulky. It'll shock you. Palmont, Krabby killed you, I'll never forgive him. My true best friend and ally. My Scarvy partner and king. Vivian makes me remember the sad moment in which I lost a mon to a bug catcher. And the first loss of the series, Zeraora. Started the downfall in the end. You know, you remember the times. You're on the 3rd encounter. You're in the city. You see him. And you think, this run's gonna be great. And then you fumble it all away. And eventually, it doesn't always come back to haunt you, like immediately. But eventually, it comes back to haunt you. It's exactly what I did for Geo. Just couldn't get through the brick wall. Couldn't get through Giovanni. You know what we're gonna do next time? We're getting through Giovanni, man. Getting through it. That was fun. Excited to go through it next time. I gotta, like, sleep. I did change the time. It'll be, like, 8 to 11, probably. I've also just been enjoying it, so I don't mind doing it more often, 3 days a week. But I might put something together for this. Because you got the hype speech at the end. I gotta, like, have a little bit of vibe to it. I kind of got, like, a mafia theme going, if that makes any sense. We'll see if it comes together. My only problem is, like, you can create, like, one interesting video out of that. And after that, you're like, okay, how do I do it again? So make it, like, a sequel vibe? You can make it a sequel vibe, you know? But I had a lot of fun with it. And I think we did, I think you see my skills, you see me looking at my terrible type charts, and you're like, you could never get to Giovanni? Guess what we did? First run. We're getting past this next time. That's just how it goes down. But yeah. Is HDR on? Does it look faded out? That'd be really fine. I haven't really noticed it. Doesn't look terrible to me, but... That's off. Okay. Just looks kind of bad. I don't know why it looks so bad. It's kind of faded to me. That's fun, though. Maybe I can check the video settings? Hold on. I don't see anything. Maybe just settings in general? I don't think it's using HDR, though. It shouldn't. It's not even full screen, so... I don't think it would try. Video. I don't see any HDR settings. There's shaders. I'm shading the emulator. I wonder if you could make it, like, look cool. I don't know. Alright. Yeah, that was fun. First run, I'd say, was a overall success. I didn't realize how brutal Geo would be. If we don't lose any mon, I think we probably can get through it. But it's genuinely might just be Trick Room. Like, losing Hoopa might have been the legitimate throw this run, which is really crazy. Crazy to me. That was a lot of fun. Probably will do it again. I don't know if it'll be right after this, or I do something else and then I do this again, but